This is my son's screw. Yes, I know, it's an Arctic Cat. And this is a generator that I got for free. Bah. Yes, she's heavy. At the end of last winter, I went to start this thing up for the young feller. I hauled on it, and guess what? This happened. So the pull cord just frigged off. This is broken inside. I took it all apart. I don't know really what's wrong with it. It just won't retract anymore. The spring's broke or something. I called Arctic Cat, and I can't get the full pull cord assembly. I can only get individual parts. I'd rather just get the full assembly, chuck it on there, and way to go. Now, I've done a bit of research. I looked online, and I tried to buy this full pull cord assembly, and what keeps popping up are like generator pull cords, like snowblower pull cords, like that sort of stuff, small engine pull cords. So a few months ago, a couple of young fellas dropped me off this generator, said I could just have it for free. They don't want it anymore. It's an off-brand generator. When you plug something into it, the generator dies. Something's wrong with it. I'll be honest with you, I got no interest in fixing it. But what I am going to do is use this pull cord assembly to try to fix my son's screw. Will it work? I don't really know, but we're going to find out. So it actually looks like the mechanism here is a little bit different. I don't know if it's still going to work or not though. But let's try it out. I think what's wrong with this one is the spring. So if this doesn't work, what I might do is just swap the springs over and hopefully I can get it to work that way. Yeah, this is completely different. Well, let's take this apart and try to get the spring out. See if I can fix it that way. This might be completely different. I have no idea. I mean, I've seen this on Google, so it must be true. So here's our spring. It was definitely the spring that got broke here. I can clearly see it. All right, we got them all apart here. You can see the springs look the same. That's the main thing, all right? This is the spring out of the red one, which is good. You can see this big curve here. This is the spring on the old one. It was broke last time I took it apart. I tried to bend it back in shape myself, and, well, I guess I didn't do a good enough job. So what we're going to do is try to get this spring all rigged up in here. Don't worry, I'm going to cut out all the curse words, okay? Just stick it in there and work it around like so. Hopefully don't pop out in your face. We're actually going to sell this screw. Sorry, Arctic Cat Snowmobile. We're going to sell his little ZR120 probably this fall. We're going to pick him up at 200, I think. Something a little bit bigger. This thing just doesn't go fast enough, and he's like to the age, and he can handle it good enough now where he needs a big enough slate. Or he needs a bigger slate, sorry. All right, it's a few minutes later. I'm pretty sure I got her. I got the, I'll explain it to you a bit after, but I got the coil in the little hub part. I got that on, and I got it hooked in. So now I'm turning it counterclockwise to give it some tension. And honestly, the spring that I took out of this one that was broke, I can probably bend that back into shape and put this pull cord back together to put on the generator. I may do that, actually. Get a good knot up in there. She ain't coming out. What we want to do now is, I guess, retract the rope here. Now this got to go in that sled, and then this got to come on out through. So I'm thinking that this is going to be enough slack for me. Okay, now these pieces can go like this, and this one goes in here. I just want to check, see how those paws are coming out. So she's working. Now is the fun part, because I got to squeeze this down in between there. If you just take your time and kind of rotate this around, it'll go on. Not easily, but it will. It's honestly not that bad of a job. It's a little tight though, but you know, that's the way she goes. Yeah, I've been holding on to this all summer because mainly, I mean, well, obviously the price of snowmobiles are lower in the summer than they are in the fall and the winter, right? But this is now like mid-August, so it's time to fix her up and put her up for sale. Honestly, these things hold their value pretty good. He did get a lot of use out of it though. One of the skis I broke. I did fix it. It works fine enough, but it is, I mean, still broke. The pull cord is fixed now. It runs wicked good, excellent. And if I could get $2 grand for this, I'd be happy. And $2 grand is a pretty good deal too for this. These things hold their value really good. You can put this back on. Put a little knot on the end. Like so, make sure she's nice and tight. And look at that, baby. Choke on. Woo! Woohoo! This is done. I'm happy about that. Let's just give her a little wipe down. Me and the wife joke about this. We say that the only time I ever clean anything is when I'm getting ready to sell it. Which is kind of true. Let's get all the old dust off her, get her shined up, take a few pictures now and post her up on Marketplace. And if you're wondering, yes, it's still available. No, I won't take 500 bucks. And no, I can't deliver. This thing is worth $2 grand all day long. It does have a couple small scratches here on the hood from when he rear-ended me. You know, yeah. Little slids like this, though. These are the ones that you learn on, right? So, you know, there's going to be a few bumps and scrapes on her. But aside from that, she's in pretty good shape. You can see here's the ski. So he brought up solid in like something. And what he done here with the ski just like cracked right off. So I just took this aluminum and literally just used a couple bolts here. He's used it like that all last winter. Never had a hitch. And this is just a little scrape here. I mean, no big deal. Now, a few of you guys been sucking about e-bike content. And I just wanted to tell you, don't worry, because there's a few more coming. And now, before you go into the comment section throwing a hissy fit, I just want to let you know that I have some really good ideas with some of these bikes. I'm going to make a few young fellas very happy. I mean, I don't need a bunch of different e-bikes. I'm not going to say too much about what I'm going to do, but you probably get the point. And plus, I love dirt bikes. Literally anything with wheels, honestly. Literally everything. I just enjoy riding everything. And I have actually wanted some e-bikes, some e-motos for a long time now. I came across this guy on YouTube called Saranster, and I binge watched a few of his videos. And anyway, they look like a great laugh, good bit of fun. So anyways, Happy Run reached out to me first. I made that video. After I made the Happy Run video, I literally am getting new emails every single day from like these electric bike companies. So I thought to myself it would be a great opportunity for me to A, make some content on e-bikes. I'm enjoying the e-bikes. It's still got two wheels. You can still rip around on them. And B, I can do something really good with them and make a few people happy. I don't want them all. I'll just put it to you that way. It is really a win-win. I'll get my review video. I'll get to rip it around, get a deadly old video out of it, and somebody else can enjoy the bike after me. But don't worry, it won't be all brand new e-bike content. I am also still always looking for some certified rippers. So if you do have any certified rippers, you know, the cheaper the better. You know how I like them. If you got something in your backyard or front yard that's been sitting for years and you don't want to look at it anymore, shoot me an email. I've also had a lot of people ask me as well about how the Amazon Big Bore TTR is doing. This thing honestly runs so good. This thing hasn't probably run in like a week or more right now. I'll just show you. Choke on. Everything is ice cold. I didn't have this going. Choke on. She's gonna make me a lawyer now. Is the gas on or what? Okay, let's turn the gas on first. Gas on, choke on. Just like that every time. It runs like that every time. The YZ back there got a cracked radiator. It leaks a little bit, like it doesn't leak that much, but when you're riding it and it gets hot, it does spit coolant out of one of the radiators. So I do need to get a radiator for that one. I also got some fan mail from a guy. Shout out Chris, you done such a good job on this, honestly. So we were actually gone away, you'll see that video soon, for a few days. And while we were gone, Chris actually showed up. Anyway, he managed to find my mother's house. So anyway, he dropped us off to my parents' house. And when I got home and seen it, I was like blown away. I could not believe this. So if you didn't know, probably a lot of you guys do, I live in Newfoundland. This is the shape of Newfoundland. Newfoundland is an island, and this is what it looks like. And he actually done this all out with license plates. And if you look right here, it actually says The Islander. Crazy, man. Honestly, huge shout out. Thanks a lot. I really do appreciate everything from you guys, all the support I'm after getting from you guys. It's honestly been amazing. So I got a special spot on the wall. My wife actually painted a corner of the wall just for the sign. We're going to put that up now right now. Maybe if I go to that, man. Well, there's a stud here, so I got to get the stud, eh? I'll probably can just do it like this, though. Move her a bit like that, maybe. Looks pretty straight. Let's go. Looks wicked good. I also got a couple more packages here I'm going to open. This one here is from Mr. Butler. He lives out in Bay Roberts, so he's a fellow Newfie. Pennsylvania, Newfoundlander. Buzz. Crazy, man. We got another one here. This one came from Ontario. Mr. Jesse Jones. Rip her open. You got a note here. Thanks for all the good Thanks for all the good laughs. This plate came off a certified ripper from my time in Saskatchewan. Jesse from Ontario. Thanks, boy. No, thank you, boy. Well, I actually keep all the notes that you guys send me as well. Every single one I've kept. So we get a sticker. All the stickers that you guys send me too, I do stick them all on my door. And we got a plate here from Saskatchewan. Let's go. Let's get these plates hung up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is my first Pennsylvania plate, and that is actually my first Saskatchewan plate on the wall as well. This space right here too, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I'm saving this space here for my 100,000 plaque play button from YouTube. There will also be a new tiny home video coming very soon. We have the floor done, so look out for that one. Anyways, that's it for this video. This was just a relaxed, lazy old Sunday vlog. Thanks for watching, boys. Please like and subscribe.